things I decided to do was reach out to as many people that had played Hosanna as I could, because the original English Hosanna, Richard Minette, was a huge mentor of mine. And reading the play, I could hear him saying the lines. And I know that's not the same thing as having seen him do it, but so I've spoken to 3 or 4 different Hosannas who were very generous with their time and their advice and their support and their warnings. And I went to Montreal and spoke to Monsieur Tremblay, and he was very generous. And so I will say part of the experience of exploring this character right now is about exploring legacy. You know, it's one of those parts that has a distinguished legacy. And rather than avoid that or think, I'm going to do my own thing with it, I thought I'm going to embrace the lineage of people that have played this part and honor them and try to learn from them. And hopefully, bring it through myself with some kind of individual something. But that's not the important thing to me. The important thing is to honor the play and the spirit of the play. This play, for me personally, this play was written before I was born, and so in a way, I've never known a pre-Hosanna world, right? And that may sound ridiculous, but as a queer person, this was an important queer play, a very famous early queer Canadian play, and it's a play in which people speak a new world into existence. They're speaking truths about themselves and revealing things about themselves that they can't go back on. And in some way, this play did the same thing. It spoke a kind of truth into the world that changed the world, and I am the recipient of that change. I'm living in a world that was not half created, but was created in some part by Hosanna and by Michel Tremblay and by people who wrote things like this. And so it's a great honor for me, who have been living in the privilege of that for so long, to go back and examine one of the things that helped create that privilege.